Top 5 mistakes kidney patients make when lowering creatinine. Have you ever wondered why, even after cutting back on salt, avoiding red meat, or drinking more water, your creatinine levels still don't drop the way you hoped? You're not alone. Many kidney patients work hard to make changes, but unknowingly stumble into hidden mistakes that quietly slow their progress. Creatinine is a waste product produced naturally by your muscles. Healthy kidneys filter it out with ease. But when kidney function declines, even small missteps in diet or lifestyle can tip the balance and make those numbers rise. Lowering creatinine isn't a one-size-fits-all process. It's not just about slashing protein or trying every herbal tea you see online. Your kidneys are delicate filters, and they respond best to thoughtful, consistent support, not abrupt changes or quick fixes. In fact, some kidney-friendly habits done incorrectly can actually do more harm than good. This is why understanding the mistakes to avoid is just as important as knowing what to do. In this video, we'll explore the 5 biggest mistakes kidney patients make when trying to lower creatinine. We'll explore why these missteps happen, how they affect your kidneys, and what you can do differently to protect your health. Let's begin with one of the most common missteps kidney patients make when trying to lower creatinine. 1. Drastically cutting protein without proper guidance. When people first learn that high protein intake can increase creatinine levels, the natural reaction is to remove protein almost entirely. It feels like a simple solution: less protein equals less waste. But your body still needs protein for essential functions, like repairing tissues, making enzymes and hormones, and supporting immune defenses. Without it, your muscles start breaking down, and ironically, that muscle breakdown releases more creatinine into your bloodstream. Instead of improving your numbers, you may actually see them rise or feel weaker and more fatigued. Protein is not the enemy. Excess and poor quality protein are. Healthy kidneys can handle normal protein loads, but compromised kidneys need a carefully tailored amount. Slashing protein to near zero deprives your cells of building blocks for repair, slows wound healing, and can lead to hair loss, brittle nails, and a weakened immune system. All of these side effects add stress to your body, which indirectly stresses your kidneys as well. It's a double burden many people don't anticipate when they self-restrict. Muscle loss also affects your metabolism and energy levels. As muscle mass declines, your basal metabolic rate drops, making it harder to maintain a healthy weight and blood sugar balance, both crucial for kidney health. Lower muscle mass also means less support for your joints and bones, increasing your risk of falls and injuries. These cascading effects are rarely discussed, but play a huge role in long-term kidney outcomes. Protecting your muscle tissue with adequate protein is an investment in your overall stability and resilience. Another often overlooked point is that not all proteins are created equal. Animal proteins like red meat, organ meat, and certain seafood can be harder on the kidneys due to higher purine and phosphorus content. In contrast, plant-based proteins such as lentils, chickpeas, tofu, or small amounts of nuts and seeds can be gentler, provided they're portioned correctly. Balancing your sources instead of removing all protein gives your kidneys less waste to process while still nourishing your body. Working with a dietitian or nephrologist makes a tremendous difference. These professionals can calculate your daily protein needs based on your body weight, stage of kidney disease, and other lab results. They may recommend spreading protein evenly across meals rather than consuming large amounts at once. This steady supply supports muscle maintenance without overloading your kidneys at any single time. Personalized guidance also helps you plan meals that are satisfying and safe, rather than restrictive and stressful. It's also wise to focus on high biological value protein sources that provide all essential amino acids in a form your body can easily use. Examples include egg whites, certain fish like tilapia or cod, low-fat dairy alternatives, and properly prepared plant proteins. Combining smaller portions of different protein types can help you meet your needs without excess. This approach lowers creatinine gradually while maintaining strength and vitality. Beyond the type and amount of protein, timing matters. Eating moderate portions throughout the day instead of loading one meal helps your kidneys manage waste more efficiently. Pairing protein with plenty of low-potassium vegetables, whole grains suited to your stage of kidney health, and healthy fats creates a more balanced plate. This not only eases the work on your kidneys, but also stabilizes blood sugar and energy levels, which indirectly supports kidney function. Remember that your goal is not to eliminate protein, but to optimize it. When you approach protein intake with knowledge and planning rather than fear, you protect your muscle mass, stabilize your metabolism, and give your kidneys a break without starving your body. This mistake is so common because it feels intuitive, but with the right strategy, you can lower creatinine more effectively and feel stronger in the process. Gentle, informed adjustments always outperform drastic cuts. Now, let's move on to another very common misstep: overhydrating or dehydrating. When people learn that kidneys flush toxins, many assume the more water they drink, the better. Some start consuming several liters a day, hoping to wash out creatinine. While hydration is vital, overhydrating can actually dilute your blood, lower sodium dangerously, and increase fluid pressure on already stressed kidneys. This can lead to swelling, high blood pressure, spikes, or even hyponatremia, an electrolyte imbalance that makes you feel weak, nauseated, and confused. On the opposite end, some patients are so afraid of swelling or fluid retention that they drastically cut their water intake. Dehydration thickens your blood, concentrates waste products, and forces your kidneys to work harder with less circulating volume. The result can be headaches, fatigue, and a false rise in creatinine levels because the blood sample is more concentrated. Neither extreme serves your kidneys well. Your kidneys thrive on steady, appropriate hydration rather than floods or droughts. The right amount depends on your stage of kidney function, your medications, your activity level, and your climate. What's healthy for someone with early kidney disease may be risky for someone on dialysis, and vice versa. That's why individualized guidance is so important. Fluid needs aren't one size fits all. Another trap is counting all fluids as equal. Sweetened juices, sodas, or broths high in sodium can add extra waste and increase fluid retention, even if they're liquid. Some detox waters loaded with herbs or salt can also be harsh on sensitive kidneys. Clean, plain water remains the safest base for most people, complemented by small amounts of gentle herbal teas if approved by your healthcare provider. A good strategy is to spread your fluid intake evenly across the day rather than drinking large amounts at once. This helps your kidneys manage filtration gradually and prevents sudden volume overload. Using a marked water bottle, tracking cups, or setting small reminders can make steady hydration easier and less guesswork. Pay attention to your body's signals. Clear to light yellow urine often indicates adequate hydration, while very dark urine may suggest you need more fluids unless restricted by your doctor. Sudden swelling of your ankles, hands, or around your eyes can be a clue you're overdoing it. Keeping a simple log of your weight and swelling patterns can also reveal how your body handles fluid day by day. Discuss fluid limits with your healthcare team at each stage of your kidney journey. They can adjust recommendations as your labs, medications, and seasons change. For example, you might need a bit more fluid during hot weather or after mild exercise, but less if you're retaining fluid or your heart is stressed. These subtle adjustments keep you in a safe zone. Ultimately, hydration should feel balanced and supportive, not stressful or punishing. By avoiding both extremes and tailoring your fluid intake to your actual needs, you help your kidneys filter more efficiently, maintain electrolyte balance. Gentle, consistent hydration is far more healing than quick flushes or severe restriction. Next, let's turn to a mistake that often starts with good intentions to lower creatinine without proper monitoring: depending solely on herbal remedies. Herbs have been used for centuries to support kidney function, and many of them truly are gentle allies. Teas like nettle, dandelion, and punarnava can help with mild fluid balance, reduce inflammation, and support filtration. But natural does not automatically mean risk-free. Using multiple herbs at once or taking them in concentrated forms can strain the kidneys or interact with medications. Without careful oversight, what starts as a healing practice can end up causing setbacks. A common scenario is when someone reads online about a powerful herbal kidney cleanser and starts drinking large amounts every day, hoping for quick results. The problem is that herbs can alter blood pressure, affect electrolytes, or thin the blood. In someone with compromised kidney function, even a small change in these parameters can lead to dizziness, swelling, or lab abnormalities. This makes it hard to tell whether your creatinine numbers are improving because of the herb, despite the herb, or in spite of it. Another hidden issue is quality control. Herbal products can vary widely in potency, purity, and contamination. Some teas or capsules may contain heavy metals, pesticides, or misidentified plants. For healthy individuals, this might go unnoticed, but for kidney patients, every extra toxin matters. Choosing reputable sources and sticking to single-ingredient products can reduce these risks considerably. It's also easy to assume that more is better. Doubling or tripling doses of an herb, or combining several with similar effects, can cause dehydration, potassium shifts, or unexpected drug interactions. This can push your kidneys into more stress rather than relief. Herbs work best as gentle, complementary supports, not as aggressive detox agents. The safest approach is to introduce one new herb at a time, in a low dose, and give your body at least a couple of weeks to respond before adding another. Keep a simple journal of what you take, when you start, and any changes you notice. This helps you and your healthcare provider see patterns and make informed decisions, rather than guessing. Always discuss new herbs with your doctor or dietitian, especially if you're on blood pressure medication, blood thinners, or diuretics. Even mild teas can amplify or counteract these drugs. A quick check-in with your healthcare team can save you from complications. And they may even be able to suggest which herbs are most evidence-based for your situation. Herbs can indeed support kidney health when used thoughtfully. They can help reduce mild swelling, support urine flow, and provide antioxidants. But they're not magic bullets, and they don't replace medical care, dietary balance, or routine labs. Seeing them as one part of a bigger healing plan keeps expectations realistic and results safer. By respecting herbs as potent plant medicines, using them in moderation, and monitoring your lab values closely, you can enjoy their benefits without risking harm. Combining gentle herbal support with balanced nutrition, appropriate hydration, and medical guidance creates a far stronger path to lower creatinine than relying on herbs alone. This shift from quick fix to integrated care can be a turning point in your kidney journey. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried to lower creatinine but felt stuck or confused? Share your experience in the comments so our community can learn from each other. Now, let's focus on another silent but powerful factor: control while trying to lower creatinine. Overlooking blood pressure and blood sugar. Many kidney patients pour their energy into diet changes, herbal teas, or supplements, but forget two of the biggest drivers of kidney damage: high blood pressure and uncontrolled blood sugar. Creatinine is a downstream marker. If the underlying damage continues unchecked, the numbers may rise despite your best dietary efforts. Addressing these root causes is like fixing the leaky roof, instead of just mopping up the water on the floor. When blood pressure stays high, it creates constant pressure inside the tiny blood vessels of the kidneys. These delicate filters gradually scar and lose their ability to clear waste efficiently. This scarring leads to protein leakage and higher creatinine levels. Even mild hypertension can speed up kidney decline if left unaddressed. Keeping blood pressure in a healthy range slows this process dramatically. Uncontrolled blood sugar does something similar, but through a different pathway. Excess glucose in the blood makes kidney filters overwork, thicken, and eventually leak proteins. This is one of the reasons diabetes is a leading cause of chronic kidney disease worldwide. You may eat a perfect low-protein diet, but if your blood sugar spikes repeatedly, creatinine may not improve. The good news is that blood pressure and blood sugar respond well to small, consistent changes. Gentle daily movement like walking, stretching, or yoga can lower both naturally. Reducing processed foods, salt, and hidden sugars helps take the load off your system. Even losing a modest amount of excess weight can improve both parameters, indirectly helping your kidneys. Medication adherence is equally important. Some people skip or adjust their blood pressure pills on their own because they feel fine or worry about side effects. Others stop diabetes medications when their numbers improve slightly. These gaps can allow silent damage to continue. Always discuss any changes with your healthcare provider rather than stopping on your own. Regular monitoring empowers you. Checking your blood pressure at home once or twice a day and keeping a log gives you and your doctor valuable feedback. For blood sugar, a simple glucometer or continuous glucose monitor can reveal patterns you might not notice otherwise. Seeing your numbers in real time helps you adjust meals, activity, and medications proactively. Another overlooked aspect is stress management. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which can elevate both blood pressure and blood sugar. Adding calm practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even a few minutes of quiet reflection each day can help keep your nervous system balanced. This indirect support benefits your kidneys more than most people realize. By bringing blood pressure and blood sugar into the center of your creatinine-lowering plan, you address two of the most potent levers for kidney protection. Combining diet with movement, medication adherence, monitoring, and stress reduction gives your kidneys the best chance to heal and stabilize. Ignoring these factors, on the other hand, can quietly undo all your other efforts. Finally, let's talk about a mistake that often goes unnoticed, but can quietly undo all your hard work. Making changes inconsistently. Kidney healing thrives on steady routines, not bursts of effort. Many people start with enthusiasm, new diets, herbal teas, and hydration goals, only to fall back into old patterns after a few days or weeks. This inconsistency confuses your body and makes it harder for your kidneys to adjust. Your lab results may fluctuate, not because the changes don't work, but because they weren't given enough time to show benefits. The kidneys respond best to gentle, predictable support. Just as a plant flourishes with regular watering rather than sporadic drenching, your kidneys need a steady flow of good habits. Skipping meals, changing fluid intake wildly, or alternating between very low and high protein days sends mixed signals and can trigger unnecessary stress on these delicate filters. Another example of inconsistency is trying a new detox or supplement every week. Constantly switching remedies doesn't allow your body to show how it truly responds to any one change. It also increases the risk of interactions and side effects. Consistency helps you isolate what's working, what's not, and where you actually see improvements. Even small daily habits matter. Taking medications at different times each day, forgetting to monitor blood pressure, or skipping gentle exercise can add up. Over weeks and months, these missed actions create an unpredictable internal environment, making it hard for your kidneys to stabilize. This is why your healthcare team emphasizes routine. It's not just about compliance, but about protecting your body from swings. Building consistency doesn't have to be complicated. Start with one or two habits you can realistically maintain, like drinking the right amount of water daily or preparing balanced meals ahead of time. Once those feel natural, layer in the next habit. This slow build approach creates a foundation that lasts far longer than dramatic overhauls. Tracking your efforts can help. Use a simple journal or an app to record your meals, fluid intake, blood pressure, or any herbal supplements. Seeing your patterns on paper makes it easier to stay accountable and notice positive trends. It also gives your healthcare provider clearer information to guide your plan. Patience is another key ingredient. Creatinine levels often take weeks to reflect improvements in kidney care. Expecting overnight changes can lead to frustration and temptation to abandon your plan. Remind yourself that every consistent step you take is reducing stress on your kidneys, even if the numbers haven't caught up yet. By committing to consistent, sustainable habits rather than quick fixes, you give your kidneys the calm, stable environment they need to recover and function more effectively. Healing isn't about perfection, it's about showing up for your health day after day. This steadiness transforms your efforts from scattered attempts into lasting support for lower creatinine and better overall well-being. Today, we uncovered 5 of the most common mistakes: cutting protein too drastically, swinging between over and under hydration, relying solely on herbal remedies, neglecting blood pressure and blood sugar, and making changes inconsistently. Each of these missteps can seem harmless at first, but slowly place extra stress on your kidneys and stall improvement. The encouraging truth is that you have a lot of influence over your kidney health when you act with intention and consistency. By making balanced, well-guided changes, optimizing rather than eliminating protein, hydrating wisely, using herbs thoughtfully, keeping your blood pressure and blood sugar in check, and building steady habits, you create the conditions your kidneys need to stabilize and heal. Healing is rarely dramatic, it's gentle and cumulative. Every small, consistent choice you make adds up to a stronger foundation for lower creatinine and better overall well-being. If this video helped you, please give it a like, share it with someone who could benefit, and subscribe to Eat to Heal. And if you found a tip or insight today that could support your kidneys, type "healing" in the comments.